Power 96, your boy Casey Chopz. I got a personal, favorite rapper of mine in the building, Lupe Fiasco. How are you, sir?
What's up, bro? How's things?
I'm good, man. Everything's good, man. You got the second half of Food and Liquor about to drop, right?
It's Food and Liquor 2.
But the part
Great
2,
American Rap Album Part 1 is in stores right now.
Okay.
And we're gearing up next year for Part 2.
And man, I'm hearing rumors. Is this gonna be the last? This is the last album on Atlantic, but is this?
Well, we got after these two, we got one more.
Oh, so you got one more after? And then I heard retirement rumors. Is this true or what?
Yeah?
For real?
Yeah.
Like
from
for
the
real?
commercial space. Yeah, from the commercial space, I'm moving more into an artistic zone.
So do you see yourself going indie? Like you just don't want to deal with the labels?
It'll definitely be indie, but it depends on what it is. It'll definitely be a different kind of protocol and program than what I did over the past like 6 or 7 years. You know what I'm saying? It'll definitely be a different thing. So it might be one-offs. It might be let's do a collab with this person. Let's do this. Maybe on a major, maybe not. Depends on how it works and how it feels. But it's not gonna be I have to have a label.
No pressure.
I have to put this out. No pressure.
Got you, man. The first time I heard Lupe Fiasco was on Kanye's Don't Touch the Sky, man. And you came on there like bottle shaped body like Mrs. But I was like, who is this? Is it rapping for real? So you from the Shy, you got Common, you got Kanye. I would have thought maybe you would have been approached to be in good music. Did that ever happen? Like it would have seemed like a right fit to me. Like you ever approached that?
People, and a lot of people think that. A lot of fans, a lot of people want to see you signing good music, XYZ. But I've had my label First and 15 since like 1999, 2000. So I've always had a label of my own. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't sign to Rockefeller. I was supposed to got offered to sign to Rockefeller like 02. But when you got your own thing, you want to build up your own thing no matter what, for help or harm. For $2 million a year, $30 million a year, still it's your own piece. As opposed to just jumping on somebody else's bandwagon. So that'll probably never happen. And especially now, seeing as I'm kind of being done with labels, period. And I can always get Kanye beats if I wanted.
Oh, that's true. So I was gonna ask you, man, what's the difference between maybe Pharrell and Kanye's production, man? Because musically, how do you differentiate them both?
I don't know. Ye's a little bit more collaborative. You know what I'm saying? With different people and different sounds and different stuff like that. Whether it be working with No ID or working with whomever. Whereas Pharrell is a little bit more, everything is in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all on his own kind of a situation.
Gotcha.
And even with that said, when he was doing more of the tracks with him and Chad on the Neptunes, it was still just kind of like, there's musically we already know what it is. Ye's a little bit more soulful. Pharrell's a little bit more futuristic. But then Pharrell could be more soulful if he wanted to be. You just have to track work to prove it. But
no doubt.
Two different things, two different fields, but both dope.
I see that you're heavy on Twitter. How do you think Twitter has affected the music industry for better or for worse?
It's kind of ruined it a little bit, but I say that with taking in consideration all of the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of made it a little less mysterious. You know what I'm saying? Kind of made the music business a little bit more open, which is somewhat of a good thing for fans. You know what I'm saying? Because they have more access to the artists. But it's a double-edged sword because now that they have more access, they feel that they can control the artist. You know what I'm saying? And they can dictate to the artist directly. And the artists don't necessarily need to see that. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be around that because that could make or break you. That one guy who don't like your first album but loves your second one, so he thinks it's really crap. He tells you that and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'm not making any more albums, you little bastard. You know what I'm saying? But
it's like a different world too. I feel like it's made it so oversaturated, and now everyone thinks they can rap. They're a rapper now.
And not even that everybody thinks they can rap. Because people can rap. It is what it is. Whether I like trees and trees like me, or if you're super duper deep lyrical, everybody just has the access now. So like you said, it's a level of oversaturation. It kind of brings the in some ways, it kind of brings the quality of the music down because you find yourself competing as an artist with the world, as opposed to back in the day, you would just be competing with MF Doom and Mos Def. Now you're competing with 150 rappers, and they're getting, and for real, and you see them getting 2 million views on YouTube with this kind of trash ass song. So you find yourself kind of like, I can. LL Cool J said it best when he was at the Grammys. He was like, people are now like, I could do that too. Just jumping from lane to lane.
So how do you feel about like that? Because I look at you as like a real rapper, bro. I don't put a lot of people in that category because you really spit with substance. And how do you feel like the direction in hip hop is going right now? You feel like it might come back around, or do you think hip hop will come around to that substance again, to where people are actually talking about something, man?
No, I think it's still there. I think it's we stay focusing on how technology has affected it, because that's what really happened. It wasn't like the art changed or the MCs changed or they got whack or better or whatever. It was more that technology opened it up to there's more of it, right? So if there's more of music of less substance now that you were, and not to say that it didn't exist before, it's just that now it has a platform where you can see it on a daily basis. You go to World Star, you go to Rap Radar, you go to whatever site it is, you see 100 songs a day. Now that you see more of it, if you see more of a song that has less substance, you're gonna think, oh, all of hip hop is all this non-substantial kind of whatever rap, right? So I don't think that it's changed in that sense. I think that we're just being made more aware of the music that's less substantial.
Like that type of music is being more commercialized instead of like the substance.
Because it sells. You know what I'm saying? It sells. It fits into the program of, buy. You know what I'm saying? It goes well with Budweiser. It goes well with football games.
Look at your sales. Your sales are on point, and you spit, and you're
they're good. They're good.
You do your own. You're not worried about conforming to the norm or none of that.
But it's not me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hip hop. I'm a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not hip hop as a whole. So if you really want to have a conversation about it, it fits the whole mode of things. That's why I say it goes well with Budweiser, and it goes well with a basketball game, and this particular song goes well with a pair of shoes, and this thing goes. So it's a whole thing. So that's why I said, it's like this Lil Wayne song goes great with Mountain Dew. So there you have it.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I heard, man, you DJ'd EDM. Like you're into that.
Yeah.
Honestly, to me, man, I was into hip hop, man, but I fell in love recently with more EDM, because to me it's more soulful now than hip hop actually is. Like I get that goosebump feeling more with EDM than I do with hip hop right now.
Yeah.
So how did you fall in love with the whole EDM and wanted to get into DJing? And because
I'm from Chicago, and Chicago traditionally is house music. That's what we're known for, dance music.
Just like you.
Yeah. So that was as a child listening to the radio. That's what you heard. You know what I'm saying? You heard some hip hop, but then you heard, you'd go to B96, which is like our music pop, not even pop music, dance music station. You had all this house music, and you go to the clubs and everybody's dancing. They're not dancing to hip hop because you can't really dance to hip hop. Yeah. They were in there dancing to house music, old soul songs looped up and what have you. So that's always been a part of me. And just as recent, it was just, you got the invitation. I got the invitation to come DJ, and it was like, all right.
Is that something you're maybe gonna dab into a little more?
We're actually putting out an EP to take it even further. We started a DJ crew called Sound Clash, me and my boy Sky out of New York. So we actually DJ live here like a few months ago.
That's the Super Bowl of clubs.
But we we're putting out an EP called Don't Drop the Flag. So we're actually putting out a song in a few days called Clocks.
Okay.
Which is our first like EDM little dance record piece. Original music type thing. So I'm taking it to
that's dope.
As far as it'll take me.
What DJs do you like inspire you in that lane? You know what I mean? You got the Aviciis, the Tiestos, the David Guettas, the Afrojacks, like
all them. Daft Punk, even Bass Nectar, Basement Jacks, even the old school stuff, all the way up to the new school stuff. Knife Party.
Oh, the track Battle Scars, man. That's I put it, man, like I look at your music, man, and I judge it more so by the body of work, more so because you got the my favorite is the Hip Hop Saved My Life. I almost got that tatted on me. That's how ill that was. The American Terrorist, the Fighters, the Streets on Fire, the Words I Never Said. Like those are some. So from the Battle Scars joint, did that stem from something like a bad relationship or like?
Well, it actually was a record that I did with an artist in Australia named Guy Sebastian, and in Australia it's his single, and it's just a massive record over there. It's like #1 for 6 weeks, 5 times platinum, nominated for all these crazy awards, and so, but it was a good record. It wasn't like some super poppy, out of control, don't make sense. Like it had some substance to it. So he was only gonna release it in Australia, and he asked us straight up. He's like, "Hey, I'm only gonna release this in Australia. Do you guys want to release it anywhere else?" He was like, "We'll put it out in the States. Put it out in Europe, put it out wherever," and it just worked. But I think people look at Battle Scars and they like, man, it's not as good as Words I Never Said, or it's not as good as it's not as meaningful as Hip Hop Saved My Life. But I always tell people like, that's to you. it's not as meaningful to you, because I'll show you 700,000 kids who feel the same, who feel just as strongly about it. And I try and make music for everybody. I don't try and just make music for the backpacker, locked up in his room, nodding his head all day. I try and make music for the regular, average person who don't even into hip hop, just to hear a song and maybe hear something that they can relate to. So Battle Scars is like that. Everybody can relate to a relationship that's killing them that they need to leave alone,
That's dope, man. As far as the skateboarding thing, when I think of that, I think of you and Pharrell were the first ones to really cross it over to the hip hop culture. How do you feel about Wayne, doing it, man, with like?
Oh, that's dope, man. I think he caught what I caught. I've been skating since I was like 5. And the one thing that you get from it is like surfing. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why people go out here and surf. It's just you just going back and coming back to shore. And it's like, yeah, there's some skill and some talent to it, but you get a feeling where you just feel like you're the only person in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like being on drugs, I guess, it's related to. And I think Wayne caught that and experienced that. Just like every other skater. Every skater you talk to is not just, man, I'm finna just learn these tricks. Or, there's something keeping you at a skate park for 12 hours every day. And it's not a paycheck and, not trying to look cool. Because you're sweating and dropping and cutting yourself and falling down and skipping stuff and looking crazy. So it's just a feeling, man. That's what I try to express in Kick Push. Like trying to express that feeling when you out there skating, and all what it means to you. So, more power to the brother. I love it.
No doubt, man. I see you're big into fashion. You have any ventures coming up with fashion, or what you rocking with now? Like,
yeah. We're focusing on the LupeFiascoStore.com, which is, I've always sold merch. But now we're kind of doing more collaborations and becoming a little bit more fashion forward on the merchandise side, and over the next few months you'll see that kind of roll out. And then I always still got my brand Trilly and Truly. It's just we don't really do too much with it because I always feel like I want to have a good idea, so I'm not gonna move unless it's dope, unless it's something fresh. So I'm still out there.
What kind of designers you feeling right now?
Oh man, there's actually a designer. Few designers out of Australia called Song for Mute, which I think is dope. They're more like Rick Owens in that kind of lane. Mastermind Japan, Still Ill. There's a few others, but those are the ones on.
Dope. Who's your new favorite rapper out right now?
Kendrick Lamar, man.
Kendrick Lamar
all day. Danny Brown, Kendrick Lamar, Earl Sweatshirt.
I had Kendrick Lamar came in here, I had him freestyle to Regulators.
Oh yeah.
That shit blew up.
Just that new crop of MCs coming up, but still, Mos Def, still to me it's not a, it's a continuum. It's not just a period in time, so definitely KL.
Talk about the new album, bro, in the single. When is that dropping? You got a date for that?
Well, the Food and Liquor 2 Great American Rap Album Part 1 is in stores right now. So we had Around My Way, Bitch Bad, Lamborghini Angels, Battle Scars. We shooting a video for Hood Now and a few other singles off this one. And then we're looking to do Part 2 next year. So maybe like in the spring. So that's gonna be. I don't want to give out too much too early, but
got you.
It's definitely gonna be something that's.
Oh, no doubt, man. Because everyone I talk to been rocking with the Food and Liquor 2 for a minute.
Yeah, man.
So that's what's up, man. I do this thing called the 2-minute drill. I did it to Kendrick, I did it to Ross, I did it to DJ Drama. I'm just gonna ask you quick rapid fire questions. Just respond quickly. All right?
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go. White Sox or Cubs?
White Sox.
You in a Rari or a Lambo?
Rari.
Pharrell or Kanye? Vans or Chucks?
Vans.
Booty or boobs?
Or. Say or. Booty or boobs. So or.
Most Def or Common?
Oh man, these are very decisive, splitting questions. I'm not answering that.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Smoke or drink?
Neither.
Shaved or dreads?
Dreads.
Alicia Keys or Beyonce?
Alicia.
Marvin Gaye or Bob Marley?
Marley.
Nike or Reebok?
Neither.
Oh my god. Lupe iPhone or Android?
Neither.
What? You got BlackBerry?
BlackBerry.
Oh, the team BlackBerry.
I'm riding to the wheels to the screen fall off.
Oh my god, hey, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Indeed.
No doubt.
Lo sé, I live.